is a new Kelly Cup champion. And it's time to wrap up the Kelly Cup Finals with a special expanded edition of ECHL Week. Hi, welcome to another edition of ECHL Week, coming to you this time from the North Charleston Coliseum in North Charleston, South Carolina. Let's wrap up the 2016-17 ECHL season with a look at the deciding game of the Kelly Cup Finals.
Live by Colorado. Register, a chance in front, knocked away by Corbett. Right back though to the circle, and now Register, he scores. It was deflected in front, and I think Pierro-Zabotel got a piece. Archambault on the near side, trying to turn around shot, chance, they score! Derek Arnold has tied the game for South Carolina. Olivier Archambault just threw it blindly at the net, and it bounced right to Derek Arnold. Moved up the wall, kept in by Register, bouncing on the line, still stays in the zone. That's a good call by the linesman as it never came out. And now Pierro-Zabotel to the net, deflected wide of Milner. Sent him on, got past Epp. Epp holding him up, nothing called, another shot, they score. And this time, it's Luke Salazar.
Had it in the zone at all, in the Eagles zone the entire 1 minute and 19 seconds to start that period.
Leach turned it over, and a chance for Garbowski unabated. A stop made by Milner. Big save by Parker Milner after a turnover to Garbowski.
Colorado has reached the top of the mountain. The Eagles are your 2017 ECHL Kelly Cup champions. Mission accomplished. Colorado has won the Kelly Cup with a 2-1 victory here tonight in Game 4 and a 4-game sweep of the South Carolina Stingrays.
Kind of surreal. The buzzer at the end of the game kind of surprised me a little bit, and I was like, we did it. You know, this is a proud moment for me personally. I grew up in the Denver area, and it's pretty much the top of the cake for me. Yeah.
Resiliency. I mean, from training camp all the way up until after Christmas, we had some pretty big roster changes, and our core group kept everything together. And you know, we came together at the right time, obviously, and what these guys did, you know, from winning 17 games in a row after Christmas to getting the entire group back together just in time for playoffs, and the run these guys put on, and just fun to be a part of, fun to sit back and watch these guys go to work for one another.
I mean, like, obviously in the playoff, like, the intensity goes up like quite a bit, so I'm just trying to stay focused and like trust like the system. Like I said before, we had a great power play going all playoff wise. Like I think in the playoff, special units can win you games most of the time, so we were really focused about what we're doing. We were really well prepared. I think that was a big part of our playoff run. I mean, at this point in my career, for sure, you think about the kids and the family, and you know, it's an amazing feeling to be a part of a championship team. And you know, I knew at the start of the year we had it in this locker room, and with the guys coming down from San Antonio, every time they come down, we get a little better. So it's you know, it's hard to say stuff like that, but you feel it. So you know, it's been since day one, and something between me and my wife that I've talked about, and we knew it was coming, but it was pretty amazing to get through it.
This is my 8th year doing this for the Colorado Eagles, and you know, we got to Game 7 of the finals, my 2nd year, just to get so close, and now to be able to get over the threshold. You just absolutely savor this. It's awesome. It's an incredible group of guys that made up this year's team, and everybody in the office, everybody that's a part of this organization deserves this.
I think we were 8-0 in overtimes, and you know, we always seemed like we found a way to win. We never like learned to lose. It was just, we had a group that believed no matter what, you know, if we needed a late goal, we were able to get that, and then once we were in overtime, it just seemed like we had that one guy that would step up and get us that big goal that we needed.
It's the final round of the season, last 7 games. I think everybody's given their all, and that's why every game was so close. Like, their goalie played amazing. I think he kept him in a lot of games, and we just stuck with it like for the full 60 minutes, and it paid off.
You can't even explain it. There's no prouder moment. especially with a little bit of adversity, like we had guys leaving at the beginning of the season, lost some good players, and we always just kept getting great guys with great character, and we all cared about each other. And I think that was a big part of it. Off the ice, we all loved each other, and when it came to on the ice, we all found a way to connect, and just, you know what, it's awesome.
Highlights from the other Kelly Cup final games, and we hear from the playoffs MVP when ECHL week continues. Let's take a look at highlights of all the other games in the Kelly Cup Final Series.
Bump it back down in deep. Nantel with it. Wide side corner, centering feed, shot, save, rebound, score! High stays in the zone to the wide side. The Castro shot, save, kept alive. Perrier, another drive, scores. Drops, knocks around, grab, Archibald, shot, goes wide to the near side corner, power play over, centering feed, backdoor, scores. Howski backdoor, Marno shot, save, still loose and just turned aside. Score! 2.5 seconds left. Colorado ties it at 2. Whoa, baby. Back from Marno, wide side circle, looks backdoor, sends it high for Register, a shot. Score! In double overtime. Lights the lamp. Eagles take a 1-0 series lead. From there, Leach keeps it alive at the blue line, drops it down the corner. Turns it out of the box, back to 5-on-5 hockey. Shot, deflected, rebound, 3, scores! To the top of the circle, McLeese tries to play it in front for Nantel, up high. Boykov, a drive, score! Throw the body around, and back comes Colorado as they'll get to it. Set him on. Brings it over, leaves it. Zimmerman, shot, score! Corbett to the near side wall. Arnold with it, less than 60 to play in the period. Shot, save, rebound loose, scores! In front, again for Belzile. Side of the cage, Zabotel ropes around, puts it in front, shot, scores! Freeman as Colorado wins tonight, 3-2. Colorado up 2-0 in the best of 7 Kelly Cup Finals.
Chernichin, one move around Garbowski, now into the zone. Chernichin to the left circle, stops, back to the circle for Flick. Flick, a chance in front, they score! Kelly Zajac, power play goal! It's 1-0 South Carolina, what a pass by Rob Flick. And blocked, now back to the point, long shot by Boykov, blocked. Another look from Santamon, a shot, they score! And it's Nantel who ties the game. Just as Wade Epp was returning to the play, it's Flick into the offensive zone. Flick to the net, save made, rebound, score! Andrew Chernichin, and it's 2-1 Stingrays, 4-on-4 goal. To the near side, back to the point, Boykov a shot, score! Boykov with a shot from the left point that snuck underneath the pad of Parker Milner. Now plays it off the far wall to the line, but kept in by Tegan Zahn. Now forced out by McParland, and he's got a rush. McParland settles the puck. A shot, he scores! Steve McParland has a goal in all 3 of the Kelly Cup Finals game to this point, and he's put the Stingrays back on top again. Julian Nantel, a shot was blocked by Epp. Another chance by Marto, score! Milner is complaining that he was interfered with. Goal. They've said goal for Colorado. Archambault now looking. Players at the point calling for it. He gives it to Corbett. Weinstein. Excuse me, that was Arnold. Now back to Weinstein. A shot this time for Corbett. Deflection, wide of the net. Rebound, score! Joe Demon for South Carolina! Face-off won by the Eagles. Shot by Register, blocked, rebound, shot, they score! And the Eagles have done it again. For the second time in this series with an extra attacker. And it is a tie game with 24.2 seconds to go. Back over to the far side. Boykov got it to the point. Garbowski fires, scores! Colorado has won game 3. The Eagles take a 3-0 series lead over the South Carolina Stingrays, a 4-on-4 goal in overtime.
A wrap-up of the Kelly Cup playoffs wouldn't be complete without taking a look at the Most Valuable Player award winner. The game winner in the second overtime of Game 1. The game-tying goal in the last minute of Game 3. The primary assist on the first goal in the cup-clinching game. Second leading scorer in the Kelly Cup playoffs. Matt Register had a very special postseason, and he was recognized with the playoffs' Most Valuable Player award. You had some terrific accomplishments in the whole playoffs and in this series. I guess that's another nice thing to kind of put on your resume, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was nice to be honored with that achievement, and bringing it back to the group there, I said it was all of us together. It's not just one guy who's an MVP. It's our whole group. Going down the line and coming out on top and winning a championship here this year. It's everybody. Everybody's an MVP in that locker room, and I'm very honored to be a part of it. We were a tight-knit group this year. We won 17 games in a row. We had a special group here, and we're gonna play right to the buzzer, and that's just our mentality. We never think we're out of hockey games. We're always going to compete. We're going to be disciplined with our systems and stay detailed, and we're going to wear teams down. And you know what? That's what we did all year, and we were able to come out on top. And there was a lot of adversity for us this year, and you know what? Going on 17-game run is a pretty special thing to do, And this group, this year, it's such an honor, and you know what? And a lot of credit to Chris Stewart and Eric Schneekloff and Ryan Tobler and the whole Eagles organization, that are just, put together a group that just. Everyone played a different role in the success we had this year, and it's not just one guy, it's not two guys, it's our whole team. We've had injuries, call-ups, whatever it is, we just stayed with it, and the group we have in there, we're going to remember for a long time. It's great to win last year, but you know what? Coming there at the trade deadline last year in Allen and ended up winning with them. It was my first championship in this league, and I've been to two and third rounds, and I just never got to that final round. And last year I was able for the opportunity in Allen. I'm grateful for it, and this year it's special. I was here from day one with this group, and we formed a special bond, and it's nice to have two, but this one it means a lot to me.
We hear from some of the Stingrays, plus news, and lots of it, straight ahead on ECHL Week.
Check this out, bro.
What's that, Brohim?
I switched to Geico and got more.
More savings on car insurance?
Yeah, Professor, and more. Like renter's insurance.
More ways to save. Nice, Bro-Tata Chip.
That's not all protein shake. Geico has motorcycle and RV insurance, too.
Ooh, that's a lot more.
Oh, yeah. I'm all about more Teddy Roosevelt.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Of course, in every playoff series, there's one team which finishes second best. Let's hear from members of the South Carolina Stingrays.
We learned a lot. We learned a lot as a staff. We learned a lot about each other. We learned about different things, techniques, and situations that we would do differently or do the same. And you reflect on that all summer long, and we can look back and whether that's changing things and doing different things we would do. But again, it was a memorable season, a season that I'll never forget.
If you would have told us back when we were in Colorado, kind of struggling a bit, that we were going to make it to the finals, I think everyone would have not believed him. And so I think we're really proud of the effort. It sucks to come up short, but we're really proud of what we did this year.
Coaches is the key word as we look at news from around the league. The Jacksonville Icemen have chosen veteran ECHL bench boss Jason Christy as their first head coach. Christy, #1 in career ECHL coaching victories with 547, will be making his 5th coaching stop in the league. When October rolls around, he'll be starting his 15th season as an ECHL head coach. On Saturday, October 21st, in Jacksonville's 2nd game of the season, Christy is scheduled to set the all-time ECHL mark for career games coached. He spent the last 2 seasons coaching in Tulsa. Replacing Christy with the Oilers as head coach and director of hockey operations will be another experienced coach, Rob Murray. Murray just completed his 6th season as head coach of the out-of-business Alaska Aces. During that time with the Aces, he won 3 straight Wrapup Cups for the ECHL's best regular season record and a Kelly Cup title in 2014. Murray had a lengthy playing career, which included 107 games in the NHL. He was inducted into the AHL's Hall of Fame earlier this season. Gary Graham will be returning for his 5th season as head coach and director of player personnel of the Fort Wayne Komets. The Komets were 45-19-8 for 98 points last season. Fort Wayne recorded an ECHL best 28 home wins and reached at least 40 victories for the 3rd straight year. Graham, a Fort Wayne native, guided the Komets to their 4th straight appearance in the Kelly Cup playoffs. The Komets are the only team in the ECHL which has reached the 2nd round of the postseason in each of the last 4 years. And the Rapid City Rush have decided that Daniel Tetro will be the head coach to lead their troops into battle next season. Tetro served as assistant coach of the Rush last season and also played for the team in the 2014-15 campaign. He served as his team's captain on 5 different occasions at the major junior and pro levels. He also played in the ECHL with both Evansville and Trenton. "I believe that we play in the toughest division in the ECHL," Tetro said. "I know there will be a lot of work to be done, but I am fully committed to bringing this team to a championship level." The Norfolk Admirals have a new logo, the 5th in team history, which they've already started to use. Both the team's original 1989 logo, when they were known as the Hampton Roads Admirals, and the primary emblem of the United States Navy influenced the design. The team's new uniforms, incorporating the new logo, are expected to be unveiled next month. Speaking of changes, the start of June also brought about another alteration. The Missouri Mavericks have become the Kansas City Mavericks. "We're excited to give a more clear identity to our franchise and include the entire Kansas City region," said Mavericks general manager Brent Thiessen. One more switch for the Mavs next season: new affiliates. The NHL's Calgary Flames and the Stockton Heat of the AHL will serve as Kansas City's partners in other pro leagues for the 2017-18 season. It's a renewable 1-year deal. Adirondack, which had been a partner with Calgary and Stockton the last 2 seasons, is expected to announce new affiliates in the coming weeks.
The men behind the microphones, voices of the ECHL. Today, Cameron Close of the Adirondack Thunder. In addition to broadcasting, what are your other duties?
Yeah, I do all the corporate sales for the team. I handle all our corporate marketing and stuff like that. Then I do all our team travel and a lot of those services as well. Anywhere in minor league sports, not just hockey, you're going to have to do quite a bit. Whatever's asked of you on any given day. It may be blowing up mascots and Bud Light inflatable bottles in the parking lot.
What types of things have you learned during your time as a broadcaster?
I think just working in the sport of hockey has helped me understand the game quite a bit. Obviously, I played it like a lot of people who work in this industry, but you come to understand the game quite a bit. And when you see the same team quite a number of times in a season, then you really come to know tendencies of other teams as well as yours and how your team needs to play to beat another team's style. So maybe for hockey, other than that, maybe public speaking becomes a little easier when you're used to talking for a while.
What are your most memorable games?
We had a great overtime game in Game 5 here last year, which was just a ton of fun. Overtime hockey, you really can't beat that in the playoffs, 20-minute periods. But I got to call a game in college at Fenway Park, which was really cool, an outdoor game between UNH and Maine. That was a ton of fun. That was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
The best part of your job?
So being able to watch hockey games and be a part of a team and in your own way try to help the team succeed and win is there's no better feeling than winning.
So the ECHL's 29th season comes to an end with the Colorado Eagles winning their first ever Kelly Cup. We'll have one more show for you later in June, wrapping up the ECHL season. Make sure to check us out then, and make sure to follow us on all our social media channels so you can keep up to date on everything that's going on in the ECHL. Thanks for watching. See you next time.